Today we going to see one poem. The title of the poem is A Plea for Parks. This is the poem which explains the difference between the previous era and the current situations. Now we are in the situation which has full of noise and pollution. There is no peaceful environment. If we see outside of a house, most of us cannot see the greeny environment. Our surroundings is covered full of buildings. We are not live in the peaceful environment. Like us, the poet also long for parks and enjoyment of his childhood. Who is poet? The poet is the author of poem. Who are all write poem, they called by the name of poet. For this poem, we don't know the name of the poet. That is anonymous. Anonymous means a person is not identified by name. In this poem, the poet describes his childhood memories and he felt sad for the situation which in nowadays. Look at this picture and see the difference between the ancient time and our period. There is fully greeny leaves and have joyful environment. At that time, parents allowed the children to play outside. That will help the children to grow healthy and know the environment and character of the people. Nowadays, we are not allowed to mingle with other people and the environment. The so-called name hygiene, we all lost our happiness. Let me move to the poem. This is our first paragraph of this poem. In front of father's house was a children's park where we ran, played, and heard the songs of the lark. On the soft green grass, we often lazed and rolled. Under the shade of trees were many stories told. The birds chirped and nested in trees of great height. We chased butterflies and squirrels in delight. The poet says in his childhood, in front of his father's house, there was one children's park. There he and his friends ran, played, and heard the song of the lark. Lark is one kind of bird. This is the picture of lark. On the green grass, they lazed and rolled. Under the shade of trees, they were shared many stories. The birds chirped and built nests on the trees. Bird sounds are very delightful to the soul of us. I hope you also enjoy the sound of the bird like a poet. The poet and his friends happily chased the butterflies and squirrels. In our childhood also, we chased butterflies, right? That was the fantastic game in our childhood. I hope this paragraph is recall our childhood memories. Let me move to the next paragraph. This is the second paragraph of this poem. It's sad that so much has changed in a few years. The sight of the skyscrapers brings me to tears. There's no place for children to play and walk. There's no place for laughter and endless talk. The blocks have blocked the view of the open sky. Please do let the park stay is my painful cry. The poet was sad about the situation which is in nowadays. The poet felt very sad about the changes of the past years. The skyscrapers brought tears to the poet. Skyscrapers means a very tall buildings of many stories. In the world, we have so much skyscrapers. In all the developed country, we can see the skyscrapers. The poet felt that there was no place for children to play and walk. Yes, this paragraph explains the current situation. Nowadays, our children also under this situation. He felt that there was no place for laughter and endless talk. The largest building in this world blocked the view to open sky. In most of the developed country, we can only see the buildings. There, we can't feel the beauty of the sky. The poet feel very bad about the current situation because in this development we received all the facilities but we lose the happiness and enjoyment of our life. That's why the poet pleased to do let the park stay. I hope you all enjoy this poem and feel the difference between the ancient time and our current time. Let me find out the rhyming words of this poem. What is meant by rhyming words? Rhyming words means words that rhyme sound the same at the end. They usually end in the same last few letters. In this picture also we have rhyming words, that is truck and duck. Okay, let me move to a poem and find out the rhyming words. In first paragraph we have three sets of rhyming words, that is park and lark, rolled and told, height and delight. Like in the second paragraph also we have three sets of rhyming words, that is ears and tears, walk and talk, sky and cry. I hope you all enjoyed this poem. Yes? Okay. Thank you, students.